What is up? What is up? What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button, turn on notifications so you do not miss any fun videos. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Lizzo. The reason why she is in the news right now, well, actually she's been in the news for the past couple of months because of the drama that has been exposed, of the trauma that she has caused other women in her work environment because of her nasty, mean behavior towards other dancers that she works with that are on her team. I have never been a fan of Lizzo. I've never liked her. Now, everyone is allowed to have their own opinions on Lizzo. I would love to know your opinions about Lizzo. Reason why Lizzo is in the news today, right here, right now, is because she is quitting the music industry, which I honestly do not believe that she will be quitting. I think that she is just doing this for more publicity and for people to feel bad for her because of what she has created and done to other women in the past. I do believe in karma, and karma always catches up to you. So on Instagram, Lizzo posted that she's quitting. And this is what she wrote. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views. Being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespect my name. I didn't sign up for this shit. I quit. Peace emoji.
The Good as Hell singer appears to announce she's quitting the entertainment industry in an emotional statement on social media. Taking to Instagram March 29th, the 35-year-old singer has been keeping a low profile since August 2023 after she was sued by 3 of her former dancers for allegedly creating an abusive work environment and weight-shaming them. Back in August 2023, the singer took to social media to deny the claims.
If you don't know the backstory of Lizzo has been sued by other dancers on her team. The allegations are quite serious. They are bullying and sexual harassment. Now, everything that I am about to talk about is alleged. So allegedly, all of this stuff allegedly happened. These other dancers are suing Lizzo over. The accusers have testified to the quote-unquote sexually charged and uncomfortable environment, quote, they were forced to endure while working with Lizzo and her team, allegedly. They also claim they were invited to take turns touching the nude performers while playing with dildos and eating bananas. Lizzo would also fat shame her crew.
Working with Lizzo, was there a specific moment or incident where you felt like this was crossing the line and it's actually more of a toxic work environment?
Many instances. I can't pinpoint one. I can probably count at least 10 just right off the bat. I mean, just inviting us to sexually explicit things a lot of times without our knowledge of knowing that there was going to be nudity there. You know, telling us that we need to be a family and, you know, invite us to be sister-like, have a sisterhood, but then turn around and never give us the benefit of the doubt and believe the microaggressions being put forth towards her by management about us. Just having these really intense meetings about how we're not dancing good enough, and we're you know, all kinds of allegations that, you know, we work really hard so we know are not true.
Those meetings that you're talking about, did it feel like to you like this is not like the MO of the industry? This is not an industry standard. It felt different?
Well, I personally and Crystal are very new to the industry. Noelle has been in the industry for a while, but this is me and Crystal's first job. So for a long time, in my time in the camp, I just chalked this up to, you know, this is probably just industry standard, or like, even if it's not, it can't be that bad. The industry is crazy. I made a lot of excuses for Lizzo and the management team until enough was enough when I finally was out of it.
Right. Crystal, what was that breaking point for you?
The breaking point for me was for there to be blatant lies that were being spread about us and what we were doing or how we were conducting ourselves. And then after, communicating our sides of the story, or at least attempting to, it felt like we were, retaliated against. It felt like it was disregarded. It felt like it was ignored. It felt like it was overlooked. Just to make matters worse, for it to be with this particular artist who stands, for the things that she stands for and the messages that she preaches, you would never in a million years think that that would be something that you have to deal with and that you have to go through.
And Noelle, you resigned.
I did.
You resigned. So what led to that decision?
Me personally, I've been dancing professionally for about 7 years now, so I have past experience. I've worked with a lot of these people that Lizzo looks up to herself, like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, and so on. So I know what is right and what is wrong in a work setting and the norms for this industry. And, at first, small things would happen, and I was like, oh, maybe it's a miscommunication between her and her management. I'm trying to always give the benefit of the doubt at the beginning.
Maybe it's a personality thing.
Yeah, maybe she just has to warm up to us. And I had even questioned former dancers that are no longer a part of the camp. Like, is it usually like this? She's like, no, just give it some time. But over time, it was a slow, downward spiral of, finally getting to the point of, for me, the biggest point that was the turning point in all of this was when we asked for our retainer, which is like a holding fee. That is a standard norm, and the rest of the talent on the tour was already receiving. We were like, hey, it's a norm that dancers can ask and should receive, especially if everyone else is receiving. So that was the turning point, and I think the moment in which, tensions started rising between management, Lizzo, and the dancers.
But there's also Lizzo in this too, who's probably feeling the same way. We saw in our statement today that it's inflicting some pain on her as well. Was there ever an opportunity for you guys to rectify this in a different way that didn't involve lawyers?
I can, for one, speak for myself that even before all of this transpired, while we were actively working with her, the collective dance cast made multiple attempts to speak with not only her management team, but also her, just to make her privy of all the things that we were going through and experiencing. It never happened.
Noelle, you alleged that Lizzo aggressively confronted you for resigning. Can you kind of detail that experience?
Yeah, so basically it was our last meeting. We were under the impression that it was a fitting. We show up shortly after. We're then met by security and her management team, and they're like, this is actually not a fitting, this is a meeting with Lizzo, an ambush meeting. And then we're told to hand over our phones. They're like, we need to confiscate your phones. Security takes them, and then she therefore comes in to later on fire Ari, and then, just...
In front of y'all.
In front of everyone. Her management was there, security, herself, and the rest of the dance members were also there. So within that, I had planned on resigning a bit earlier. I had been in talks with my agent about, I'm going to do this professionally, give my 2 weeks, because up until then it was an accumulation of things. Just seeing how she had first handled the situation with Ari and how she let her go previously with the way that they let Crystal go, I was like, I can't stand for this anymore, and I had to say something. So in coming forward and saying that, she then got physical. She basically raised up her fists. She was like balling her knuckles, and she's like, you're so effing lucky, alluding to, you're lucky I'm not gonna hit you. Enough to where one of the dancers, finally got up and had to pull her back, because at that moment we were like, oh, she's actually going to hit me, and physically had to pull her back, while then she's yelling all these different names and things, and it was scary, and it was shocking.
Arianna, what do you hope to accomplish through this lawsuit?
I just really, at this point, I don't need an apology or even understanding. I just need change, and I need dancers and other people in the industry and just people in general that are being taken advantage of, that you have a voice.
I think you just have to know your rights. I've learned so many things about my rights as a dancer, and what is deserved and what is the norm of being on set, and how I should be treated by these artists and teams. So I think anybody that pursues this industry just needs a lot of tough skin and they need to understand that, as much as it may seem really glamorous from the outside, sometimes it's not as glamorous as it seems, so just to be realistic with yourself and kind of have those check-in moments to say, am I mentally okay to take this on? Because it is a lot to take on.
This whole situation is just very sad, but to me, it's not surprising because again, it is Hollywood. These people in power, the people that have money, think that they can get away with whatever they want and treat people any way that they want. I honestly don't understand why people look up to celebrities and idolize these types of people. After those allegations came out and Lizzo got sued by those 3 performers, this is what she had to post on her Instagram. These last few days have been gut-wrenching, difficult, and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually, I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous not to be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There's nothing I take more serious than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me during these difficult times. So it does sound like she's trying to play the victim and get people to feel sorry for her, especially at the end when she says that she is hurt. She's probably hurt because she got exposed for being a monster. She's hurt because she got sued, and this all became public and known that Lizzo is this crazy monster. She's also probably sad that her good girl image just got messed up. So a couple of days after Lizzo posted this on Instagram, she went on vacation with her friends or with some of her crew, some of her dancers, on a yacht, on a boat, whatever, and they started dancing naked, started twerking in their bikinis, which is a very, very bad look. In my opinion, this just proves the allegations, and this dance is just a big F you to those women, because she doesn't give a flying fruit about those women. She doesn't give a flying fruit about anyone except her money. This is another reason why I do not like or support Lizzo. In my opinion, she also cannot sing. She quote unquote sings through her nose. She promotes obesity and she dances around, if you could call that dancing, basically naked. Well, folks, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on notifications so you do not miss any fun, crazy videos. Bye, guys.